Our culture loves to applaud creative genius. Once you've been elevated to that status of creative genius, you're given awards and accolades, money, fame, all kinds of validation. It makes it seem like that if anybody in the world wanted to be creative, it wouldn't be possible because it's limited to this select group. I'm Patty Dobrovolsky with Up Your Creative Genius, and I'm here to prove that theory wrong. Everyone in the universe has the opportunity to access their creative genius. And in this year-long series, I'm going to show you how. And so I'd like to invite you to join me to learn the creative genius equation, the equation that makes you great. Because really, everyone has access to creativity and their genius. When you use visual practices, allow your imagination to take charge, dream the possible future you can have, fill it with desire, and take action on it. And I'd like to show you how and why. Well, when I was growing up in high school, I really loved math. It was one of my favorite subjects until I got elevated into a fast track into a math pre-calculus class. Now, when I got into that class, I was super excited. I was a high achiever. I really just grasped those concepts really well. But the first thing that happened was I was distracted by my teacher's belt that was way up here and his manner of talking, where he would just talk about these abstract concepts and speed through them. And I couldn't grasp a single one. And he didn't even seem to notice that people in the class were falling far, far behind. And I was just one of them. And I thought to myself, wow, how's this going to go? So I went home and I worked with my father, who couldn't make sense of them either. And then I just barely limped my way through, and so I got a passing grade. I thought afterwards that if he had only used some simple pictures to talk about and explain the abstract concepts, I would have been able to grasp them. And I bet some of you have felt that way as well, where you know that you're just on the edge of being able to problem solve, but you aren't sure really how to get from point A to point D or point Z. And if you were to simply map it out or map it out with your team, you'd be able to see and understand the flow. I'd like to spend this year working with you to show you how you innately use the creative genius equation. It's a free series. It's going to happen in my blog post, and it'll have a video attached. It's going to come out every Thursday, and I'd like to invite you to join me and invite your friends to come and learn how you can access your creative genius, whether you're solving a really hard problem of how to survive in the new environment, or you're just simply trying to figure out all the ways that you can do simple tasks in your life. What's true is you use your creative genius every single day and you don't even know it. Before you get dressed, you make a decision, and that accesses your creative genius. It taps your imagination. It helps you envision how you're going to be. So join me every Thursday for this series so that you can understand and tap into creative genius you. And using that equation, you'll see just how easy it is to bring out the dreams that you've been sitting and waiting on and accelerate them so that you can step into the world you've longed for. I can't wait to see you every Thursday. Join me here. Oh, and before we go, I would just say, next time you come back to see this, bring with you something that you really want to have happen in your life. Just one thing, something that you've been dreaming about, so that you can noodle on that while we're working together. I can't wait to see you again. I'm Patty Dobrovolsky with Up Your Creative Genius.